Who really cares what you look like when you go to the gym? There's no logical sense in getting dolled up just to experience extreme perspiration in trendy, pastel color leggings and crop tops. PSA, underboob sweat and swass, ass sweat, in layman's terms, are inevitable in lightly colored lycra, no matter how cute it may look in the mirror before you leave for hot yoga. Alas, we are living in an age where dressing for a workout has become a sartorial sport of one-upmanship. This is largely thanks to the bleeding of athleisure into the mass markets and onto the runways in the form of glamleisure a la Valentino Fall 2017. Bella Hadid, Kendall Jenner, and Kim Kardashian West have turned plain black bike shorts and boring sports bras into must-have fashion items. Is there a difference between going to SoulCycle in a $400 Alexandra Wang bra top and one from Models that runs you some $20? Who the hell knows anymore? But it's certainly a new dawn for stylish gymrettes, or those who just want to look like one. One of the biggest disruptors of sportswear, if not the biggest, is Rihanna. Her Fenty collections for Puma have managed to bridge that awkward gap between commercialized workout merch and editorial-worthy, runway-ready, athletic-inspired designs. I, for one, am a fan. But every time I see a Fenty x Puma look during one of Rhee's theatrical shows, as someone who enjoys working out, my mind wanders toward more practical queries about the clothes. For example, if you do a sit-up while wearing a tightly pulled corset over your baby tee, will you suffocate and die, or does the cinching actually increase your chance of getting a six-pack? Or, if you choose to unbutton your track pants all the way up your legs to the tops of your thighs, can you ride a stationary bike without the fabric getting tangled in the pedals and possibly breaking both your legs? I realize that the way Rihanna's clothes are styled on the runway is not meant to be taken literally, but when anything goes for a workout, it's not delusional to think that some girls might actually want, to wear a full Fenty x Puma look to their local gym. In an attempt to satisfy my desire to find the utilitarianism in Fenty x Puma, I did exactly that. Early Saturday morning, my spectacular Vogue colleague and market editor Annie Choi and I wandered over to the Crunch Gym a few blocks from my apartment and got to it. First up was the tamest of the Fenty x Puma Fall 2017 runway looks, a cropped, flared long-sleeve Fenty logo sweatshirt and velvet bike shorts that laced up the sides. The bike shorts were very comfortable on the elliptical and stationary bike, as was the soft sweatshirt. The only issues here were the fact that had I sweat an increment more, those plush bottoms would be a moist, hot mess, and the extra long length of the sleeves made it tricky to hold on while pedaling on both machines. This outfit, though, was a cakewalk. Next up was an underboob-bearing crop mock neck knit top and knit underwear with the capital F placed right over the crotch. I wore my own sweatpants pulled down just so to give a little hip and started to lift some not-so-heavy weights. The logo undies felt like a diaper at certain points, and it was impossible to lift the 5-pounders anywhere above my chest for fear of flashing the other Crunch members. Speaking of the gym crowd, the stares I got were varied. Some raised a brow, others giggled, and one woman graciously waited for me to get off of the elliptical and said with a soft voice, "Oh, please, take your time, I just don't want to be on your blog." But it was the last and final Fenty x Puma ensemble that would really attract some major side-eye, a pair of thigh-high black and white sock stiletto boots and the green and blue hooded bodysuit that was look 32 on the Fall 2017 runway. Truth be told, I only attempted a couple of quick moves in the heels for fear of breaking my ankle and giving a final, crushing blow to my shame threshold. Also, I felt it imperative to do my best Mariah Carey and pose for a selfie on the stair climber. Mimi did the same thing in Fenty x Puma heels back in February and served as an inspiration for this post. The ball roll was tough and the jump rope, obviously tougher, but the bodysuit was actually the most practical thing of all. It was light, breathable fabric, stretchy but not too tight. You could adjust the zipper as high or low as you wanted, and while the hood wasn't great for running on the treadmill, it might be nice for a jog outside in the rain. After my little experiment, I can conclude that the majority of Rihanna's designs for the 69-year-old sportswear brand probably should be kept to the runways and not the fitness centers.
Athleisure and glamleisure are two trends with which to rethink and restyle your personal wardrobe, but to take them literally or try to find the practical use for them is missing the point. They're everywhere, on Instagram, in stores, on the runway,